Light clock here. This scripture is one of the most important sutras in Nichiren Buddhism. It's called the Lotus Sutra. And it teaches us that life is suffering. Life is birth is suffering, aging is suffering, illness is suffering, death is suffering. This is the first truth taught by the Buddha. But why is life so full of suffering? Why can't we be happy all the time? Why do we have to suffer from birth till death? Why do we have to go through all these ups and downs in life? That's because we are living under the 3 poisons. These 3 poisons. It's greed, anger, and stupidity. Our life is full of greed. We always want more. More money, more fame, more power, more food. And this greed leads us to anger. When we don't get what we want, we get angry. And if we don't know the right way of dealing with our anger, it leads to the 3rd poison, which is stupidity. Because when we are too angry, we start to behave in a very stupid way. So these 3 poisons make our life very difficult, and we suffer a lot. So how can we be free from these poisons? How can we have a happy life? How can we be free from suffering? That's where the 2nd part of the Buddha's teaching comes in. He said, if you want to be free from suffering, you have to follow the 8-fold path. And the most important thing in the 8-fold path is to develop the Bodhisattva Ideal. What is the Bodhisattva Ideal? Bodhi means enlightenment, and Sattva means being or living. So to be an ideal of enlightenment, a living enlightenment, that is the Bodhisattva. Now, you may ask, I am just an ordinary person. How can I be an ideal of enlightenment? Well, the Buddha said that if you really want to be free from suffering, you have to develop this strong wish and vow to take everybody beyond suffering. This is the first step of being a Bodhisattva. You see, we are not only suffering ourselves, but also we cause suffering to others. That is why the Buddha taught that hatred begins with the first thought of harming somebody, even if you don't act on your bad thoughts, even if you don't actually harm anybody. Just the thought of harming others creates lots of negative karma. So as Buddhists, we have to transform our life completely. Not only we have to stop causing suffering to others, but also we have to help others to go beyond suffering. This is the Bodhisattva Ideal. And this ideal is not something far away. It's not something that you can achieve after many years of practice. No, the Buddha said it is in your hands right now. The ideal of the Bodhisattva is nothing but the vow of compassion and wisdom. Compassion and wisdom are the 2 wings of the Bodhisattva. If you want to be an ideal of enlightenment, you must have these 2 wings. Without them, you cannot fly. So these 2 wings must be strong and powerful. When you chant, Namu Myoho Renkyo, you call upon the power of the mystic law of life. You tap into the energy of the universe that creates and transforms your life. Now let's try to understand what this mantra means. Namu means to take refuge in Myoho. Stands for the truth of life. It's the law of life. It's like gravity. You cannot escape it. It's always there. And Renge is the Lotus Sutra, which is the heart of the Buddha's teaching. Kyo means sound. So chanting Namu Myoho Renkyo is like ringing a bell. It echoes throughout the universe. This sound is the sound of enlightenment. It has the power to transform your life. Now, when you chant, don't just repeat the sounds. No, chant with understanding. Feel the meaning of each word. Take refuge in the truth of life. Take refuge in the Lotus Sutra. As you chant, visualize the scene of the Lotus Sutra. There you see the scene of the medicine master Buddha. He is giving medicine to the sick people. He is showing them the way to enlightenment. And then you see other Buddhas coming from different directions. They are all supporting your practice. They are all helping you to become an ideal of enlightenment. But remember, to be an ideal of enlightenment is not something far away. It's not something you will achieve after many years of practice. No, it's here and now. You just need to realize it. You just need to awaken to it. When you chant Namu Myoho Renkyo, you connect with the power of the mystic law of life. You call upon the energy of the universe. This energy flows through you and transforms your life. As you chant, you feel more and more joy and happiness. You feel more and more compassion and wisdom. Your heart opens up. You can see the suffering of others. You can feel their pain. And at the same time, you can offer them the light of enlightenment. Being a bodhisattva is not about leaving the world. No, it's about embracing the world. It's about taking responsibility for the world. It's about making the world a better place. As a bodhisattva, you don't run away from suffering. You go towards it. You comfort those who are suffering. You help them to find the way out of suffering. As you chant Namo Myoho Renkyo, you become stronger and more courageous. You can face any challenge. You can overcome any obstacle. Nothing can stop you from being an ideal of enlightenment. When you chant, you feel more and more confidence. You feel more and more faith. You know that you are not alone. The Buddhas and Bodhisattvas are with you. They are supporting you. They are protecting you. But remember, being a bodhisattva is not easy. It requires great strength and determination. There will be times when you feel like giving up. There will be times when you doubt yourself. But you must never, ever give up. You must never, ever lose faith. You keep going forward. You keep chanting Namu Myoho Renkyo. In the Lotus Sutra, the Buddha teaches that there are 5 kinds of people who will attain Buddha. There are foolish people who depend on others, lazy people who don't do anything, people who are not sincere in their practice, people who are proud and arrogant, and people who live in the last age. So if you think I am not good enough, I am not smart enough, I am too lazy, I cannot do this, no, you are wrong. Anybody can become a Buddha. No matter who you are, no matter what you have done in the past, you can become a Buddha. You just need to have faith in the mystic law of life. You just need to chant Namu Myoho Renkyo. Being a bodhisattva is a wonderful experience. It's a joyous experience. You are not doing it for yourself. You are doing it for others. You are helping others. You are saving others. You are bringing happiness to others. And when you do this, you feel the greatest happiness. This is the true meaning of being a human. This is the purpose of human life. Now, let's chant Namu Myoho Renkyo together. As we chant, let's vow to be an ideal of enlightenment. Let's vow to take everybody beyond suffering. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dharmaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Nama, Om Hum. Now let's practice the breathing exercise. Breathe in and breathe out. As you breathe in, feel the energy of the universe flowing into you. Feel how it purifies your body and mind. And as you breathe out, let go of all your worries and problems. Just relax. Be at peace. Being a bodhisattva is a great vow. It's a vow to save all beings. It's a vow to bring happiness to all beings. And this vow is based on compassion and wisdom. Compassion is the basis. Wisdom is the path. With compassion as the basis and wisdom as the path, you will reach the destination of enlightenment. And this journey is not just about you. It's about others. It's about taking them along with you. When you chant Namu Myoho Renkyo, you join the chorus of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. You become one with them. You are not alone. You are part of a great community of practitioners who are all working for the same cause. The cause of enlightenment. The cause of saving all beings. So chant with all your heart. Chant with all your faith. Chant with all your determination. Namu Myoho Renkyo.